How's it going, everyone? Ty Wisdom here, and I'm here to give you all another update. So, since the last one, some interesting things have been going on. YouTube has completely updated their whole algorithm system, and it's completely overhauling like mobile and some of the UI on the homepage. I've noticed on certain devices it's went out, and certain devices it hasn't yet, but it has caused an interesting kind of like suggestion issue with a lot of my videos recently. So if you are checking this out, much love. Make sure you go like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. One major thing was I've been really trying to reset my sleeping schedule, and the last, I'd say, week and a half, I've been doing pretty good on that. Before, I was consistently staying awake until about 3 or 4 in the morning. I have horrible insomnia, and a lot of the time, like, I have breathing issues, I'm in pain, so I really haven't had like a solid night sleep in, geez, at least a few years now. I would say like I haven't actually like slept in a solid 8 hours without waking up a ton in years. So it's been interesting trying to at least just force myself, because if I'm gonna wake up at a certain time, I figured I might as well be trying to wake up as early as possible, get a bunch of shit done, and just kind of push through the day. Um, in the last episode, I talked about quitting alcohol a long time ago, and I haven't really drank much since. I still haven't drank anything, so I've been doing really good on that. The next two big things to cut out here is going to be cannabis, which will be an interesting progression. I have taken a break off and on the last couple years, and in my most recent time, I have been kind of excessively smoking again, and I do have pre-COPD, so my breathing hasn't been great. I've been having a lot of chest issues, heart palpitations, and just really bad misbeating. But the thing about it is cannabis helps me in so many other ways. It's hard for me just to cold turkey quit it. For a long time, I've been really back and forth. Years ago, I was talking to myself really about trying to quit. Around 2023 was going to be my year that I completely officially quit cannabis. And then everything kind of went to shit with everything that was going on. And I won't go on to that because I've talked about it a few times. But it made me come back to smoking. And then I quit again, and then everything went to shit, so I started smoking again. And now we're on the third time of doing this. So I'm really hoping that I can actually take this a lot more seriously. I have to make sure I don't hang around other people that smoke. I think that is my biggest issue. I always think that I'm strong enough not to smoke when other people are smoking. But 99.9% of the time, when everyone else is smoking, you're just going to start smoking. If you've already smoked before, you're going to pick it up and you're going to start hitting again. So, with that being said, it has been a very hard journey to try to just stop. And I also, when I did quit before, it was like I was trying to improve everything at once instead of just focusing all of my energy on one habit to quit. Years ago, I was on multiple different addictions. I was in a very struggling point in my life. So those other habits were super easy just to massively consume, and it made me to the point of where I reclused myself away. I stopped talking to people. I pretty much got rid of all of my friends, people that I even had any sort of question about, which a lot of them were scummy ass people, don't get me wrong. They were pieces of shit. So I'm glad that I don't talk to these people anymore. But at the same time, like, it made it where I didn't want to talk to anybody. No new friends, no going out. I just lost all my interactions. So everything that was going so shitty to constantly consuming cannabis to kind of avoid all the shittiness to now, here we are. So, like I said, the last 2 years, my oxygen levels in my blood have been pretty low. I struggle to sleep at night. I can't sleep a solid 8 hours anymore. I can't even sleep a solid 2 hours anymore, to be honest with you. I wake up, I'm coughing up a bunch of stuff. I gotta drink a bunch of liquids to try to go back to sleep so my throat's moist enough to sleep. It's a pain in the ass, I'm gonna be honest with you. But with all that being said, today I'm gonna hopefully try to quit smoking. So one last thing I'll leave on this current update is we still got a lot of WoW content coming out, so please go check down that link down below in the recent WizdomWrld. That's everything that's been recently being uploaded. We still have a couple of TCG videos too that we also plan on getting out for y'all. And as for my weight stuff, I've been doing pretty good on that. I know that I kind of clocked in at about 188.6 or something, I want to say was my weight on my last checking before I recorded my last video, I should say. This video, we're down to 186.2. So we've lost a couple pounds. The things that I've been mainly trying to focus on, just due to my skin condition, is staying away from sugars, gluten, staying away from just processed shit, seed oils. I found out I was super allergic to a lot of the fragrances that they put in things, like shampoos, conditioners, all of that. And so cutting out all that has helped my skin, and also just kind of helps staying away from a lot more of the garbage stuff. I haven't been really too active on working out and then getting into like more of a physical shape. I've been more doing cardio, trying to do longer walks, sprint a little bit. I'm trying to ride my bike a lot more just to hopefully get some lung capacity back. I feel like I've noticed it dramatically more these last few months on my lung capacity than I have ever felt it before in my life. So definitely, if you are starting to have any sort of feelings yourself that you're having some breathing troubles from smoking cannabis, especially if you're smoking concentrates, if you're smoking concentrates, you really should be a lot more careful. And I feel like they just don't have enough research done about it yet to 100% confirm if it's safer or if it's worse than just smoking what everyone else has been smoking forever. See, even just in that sentence, I actually lost all my breath. So here we are. Hopefully after this next update, I can come back on the next one with a little bit more positive news. We're going to get all this shit cleaned up too. It's been like almost a month. I'm going to shave off all of this, kind of get just a nice fresh restart. And also we did finally get the last of the background updated for the content. So, and there's that wall too, which is pretty cool. So with all that being said, I hope all y'all been able to get some positive vibes throughout the day. If not, hopefully they start now. And I just wanted to say much love. Thank you all so much for the support. I know that YouTube, like I said, has kind of bounced me out of the algorithm, so hopefully we'll be back into it. If not, we'll just keep progressing and hope for the best. So, Tao Wisdom, man, we out. Check out those links down below. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff.